Hi, this is Ray at Austin Guitar House, and welcome to our living room. We're doing a little shootout today with an original Klon Centaur professional overdrive unit compared to a brand new RYRA Klone pedal. RYRA is a company that is based right here in Texas, and they do a part-for-part reproduction of the Klon pedal. And a lot of people say that this is probably the best one out there on the market. I think it happens to be. The guys on the pedal show think so, right? Yeah, they sure do. So we're gonna do a little shootout. We have the pleasure of actually having one of these in stock right now, which is available and is being sold right now for what? $5,000, I think it's being listed at. Compared to this RYRA, which sells for $190 and is available in all these cool colors. The one that we're playing here is a version that's exclusive to Austin Guitar House, where we have the raw anodized aluminum housing with the very cool silver skirt knobs. So we're gonna go back and forth and try this out. To help us do that, we are using a JHS switchback pedal, which is just a dual signal loop pedal, and it is foot switchable, so I can switch back and forth between the two pedals. When this red light is on, it's the Klon Centaur. When the green light is on, we are running through the RYRA Klone. The guitar I'm playing today is a Nash S63 with Lawler pickups. And the amp we're playing through is this really awesome Carr Rambler head going through a matching Carr 1x12 speaker cabinet. Let me also mention that these two pedals are powered by battery, okay? Because we wanted to keep things as even as possible. So they're both powered with a new battery that we measured the voltage of each, and they both measured 9.5. Well, technically one was 9.54 and the other one was 9.55, but we feel that that's close enough. And so we put those batteries in here, and they've been on for the same amount of time. So that's how those pedals are being powered. And we're setting it up for just a real clean sound right now. We're gonna try to set it at unity gain, which means when we turn the pedal on, there'll be no volume jump or decrease. So let's set it for that right now. I'm gonna start with the Klon here. Now what I'm going to do, let's make sure we're at unity gain with the RYRA as well. That seems like we're pretty much at unity gain. There's no volume jump or decrease when we engage the pedal. Now I'm gonna go back and forth, and we'll hear if there's a difference in tone. I don't wanna just set the knobs at the same place, because that may or may not be equal. So right now, I'm gonna try to match the tone of the RYRA to the tone of the Klon. Here's the Klon. Pretty close. Well, playing that and going back and forth between the pedals, I heard a slight difference. Did you hear a slight difference? So that was at a clean setting. Yeah, the RYRA just seems to be a little bit fuller in the bottom end. The top end seems to be almost identical, yeah, it seems to be fuller with the RYRA, which also seems like there's a volume boost. But as we already experienced, we're at unity gain with both of them. So yeah, it's just a difference in the frequency response in the lower mids with the RYRA versus the Klon, at least at this setting. Well, let's bring that gain knob up and see what happens. Let's bring it halfway on both and see how similar that is. Starting with the Klon. So just bringing the gain up on both, noticing that the RYRA isn't as bright as the Klon. So again, we're going to tune this by ear. So let's adjust the RYRA to match the Klon. Well, at this setting, it's almost identical. I mean, I can't really tell a difference between the original and this RYRA. There is a really slight difference, but it is so slight, and to me, it's in the mid-range. It's where there's a little slight mid-range peak that's a little higher here. This one, it's a little bit lower, but it's so minimal. It's hard to tell. At least that's the way it sounds here in the room. I don't know how it's going to translate to tape, but that's how it sounds here in the room. All right. Well, let's crank that gain and see where we're at here. So the gain is all the way up on both pedals. Here's the Klon. Okay, so it seems like when we change the gain, that really affects how the treble responds in the RYRA. So let's just bring that back a little bit to match the Klon. The RYRA still seems to have a brighter top end, which I actually like. It retains all that articulation and that cool, you get that stratty sound coming through if you're playing a Strat. Pretty darn close, huh? Pretty amazing. So it seems like the RYRA doesn't behave exactly the same way the Centaur is, but you can dial this in to match this. And like I said before, I kind of like how the RYRA kind of retains a little bit more of that high end as you push the gain. Where this one, it seems like the high end rolls off just a little bit and you get a little bit more of a mid-range bump, but that's just the way I'm hearing it. What do you guys think? Please leave your comments in the comment section. Thanks once again for watching. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and contact us at awesomiguitarhouse.com to get your hands on a Klon or a Klone today.